The language that I'm getting is like you're a sleeping giant, having dreams of being small and playing the game of human, if you want to see it that way. Your being is beyond the scope of our knowledge if we were to let go of the limitations of the form of the 3D consciousness. But that was your soul's choice to forget and play the game. We play the game so well that we are congratulated or approved of when we become selfless. And so we squeeze the ego. So it looks like it's a small ego. It looks like we've overcome the ego. But sometimes it's just repressed. And with that, your your raw, your inner strength, your inner push. So if you have a purpose, a desire, you have an inspiration, but your ego is repressed, they're showing me it's very hard to bring it into this reality. Okay. So the title was I Dare to Be Me in the Best Expression, which means owning up to what you want, to feeling your calling, if that's what you call it. So the first thing to do is to destructure the consensus teaching of all these, who do you think you are? You can't do it by yourself. That's out of your league, or all these conditionings that I've either been put on you by your peers or your parents or society, just the underlying hum of this is what life is. Don't dare to be bigger than that or deeper, however you want to call it. So, oh, okay, we're going to do an ego retrieval. So just like you can do inner work, you do your inner child, inner ego is roughly the same thing. So what if your ego wasn't the boogeyman? So what we would like to retrieve is a healthy ego. So not deflated, neither inflated. It's your natural state. It's a place from where your experience of life is landed. It doesn't matter how that ego got small or big or redundant, whatever it is, imagine your true essence just pouring over it, clearing all the external factors. We come into this life being a big being, and we are babies. So as babies, we are treated as small beings. And so our ego believes this. And so we never behave big again. And when we behave big, it's out of character with consensus. So we are told that we are too big for our boots, or who do you think you are, or along those lines. Imagine if someone could remind you of who you are. Someone, some energy, some deity, but truly. So it's like they show me it's like an elephant looking through a keyhole and thinking that they're the eye because that is what looks through the keyhole. So we identify with the ego and we think that that is what we are. And that's only the way in for our experience. You're just like maybe some goblet was in the ground, it's become caked with dirt and a bit of rust. Imagine your true essence just pouring through and washing all the conditioning clear. So what they're saying is there's nothing external. It's the sameness that you are cleansing the ego of its negative programming. So always ask for examples in this. It's like without an ego, you'd be a car without a steering wheel. So everything's there, but there's nothing to drive it or steer it. So through ego, you have your desire. So if it's a healthy desire, if it's a inspired desire, it comes from a place of self. If it's a self-centered desire, then it comes from that ego that we're used to calling the ego. But that could also be a stepping stone to take you to consciousness. So what consciousness wants is to evolve, always evolve as the experience of self. And it has no agenda whether the experience is through love and compassion or through suffering. So even if it is the basic ego desire, it's still an experience. It's still consciousness. Experience itself as that. So from that point, nothing is wrong. And so now imagine for a moment that you really know what you want. What you want might benefit 3, 4, 5, 10, 20,000 people, 5,000 people, doesn't matter. But it's your desire that gets ignited. If you don't listen, or if you play small or powerless, the expression will have to come through someone else, and it might not have your particular flavor. So imagine being on call for the divine and believing in yourself enough to heed the plan of action. Right, so you might be getting warm. There's some energy pumping into your body. Well, so now imagine if you can remember what a healthy ego is, what the experience of that would be like. There we go. Brilliant. So now this thing about playing small, and the title is Dare to Be the True You, or the authentic self, or how. So it's not to play small. To do service is part of a healthy soul, but not in your own detriment. So it's not self-sacrifice, it's not being a martyr. Just see if you're doing that. And again, don't judge. Just see if you're being a bit of a, if it's a program to be selfless or if it's true. So your community, your friends will definitely thank you if you're being selfless, but yourself won't if it's not a true emotion. So it's a disservice to self. And they would like you to ask yourself if you give yourself the same service, the same sacrifice, the same attention as you give others. Because otherwise it's just looking for approval, and that is an ego trait. don't know what part of you gets triggered when you dare to dream big, dare to hear the call, dare to step up to see what voices you hear. And then just see them for what they are. They could be fear, conditioning, other people being difficult or jealous or just conditioned. So what if that steering wheel in the car actually took you to a good place? So instead of doing this a service to humanity, maybe through the sacrifice of self, maybe you can do a service to humanity by growing yourself. Okay. Just let it settle a bit. And then deep breath in and come back.